Is there any plan for an advanced level program after the initial leadership program?
It's something that we've talked about. The graduating class from last year, they're very interested in having something continue, like a level 2 or possibly even an alumni program where they can continue to develop as a group. One of the things that we found very interesting was that in the first graduating class, they didn't know each other. And so when they walked in, they really didn't have any kind of a relationship, and over the course of the year they developed in a very close-knit group. And they want to see that continue because they found that to have a lot of value, especially the different perspectives of people that are in similar places in their career, similar challenges as it relates to becoming a new leader or a better leader, and having that group where they can share amongst themselves and interact and communicate about what those challenges are and help each other try to address and solve them.
And who presents the programs that they participate in?
So Brett Romney with Ascend Now Strategies, who was actually part of ITA way back at the very beginning, and then sort of disconnected for about 10 years. He's a person that's been involved in doing business consulting, coaching, and leadership development for I think about 12 years now. So he developed the program for us, and he's doing the program delivery.
Do you know of any challenges that occurred during the first year, or unexpected situations that occurred with the first group?
Well, there were a couple of bumps. I mean, it was sort of the pilot program, and they were the guinea pigs, I guess, so to speak. So we, there were several things that we could have and should have done differently, mostly related to content, scheduling, the amount of time we had allocated to certain things. I mean, I'll give you an example. Is that first year, we had that class come in. The first time that they met was on the Wednesday morning after the collaborative. Well, most of them thought it would have been great for them to have an opportunity to connect before the class started, before they had that first full day together, so they could just get to know each other a little bit, maybe in a social setting. So that's something that we've added now. We have a table for them to meet at lunch on Monday and Tuesday, so they have an opportunity to interact there. Tuesday night, we have a social event where we all go out to dinner and everybody gets to know each other a little bit in that setting, which I think is really helpful when you roll into Wednesday morning. People already kind of have that connection.
Now, will the class that just graduated have any participation in the next year's training program?
We don't currently have a plan for that, but we think that there would be some real benefit for them to be able to have involvement, where they can share some of their experience and what they've learned and how they've benefited. Certainly, I think that would be useful for the new class.
Anything else you'd like to add about the program?
Well, let's see. I mean, we're very excited about it. We're thrilled that we were finally at a place to where the program is successfully launched. That first class, we learned a lot. They learned a lot. Every single one of them, feel like they received a high level of value from it. We've got great testimonials. One of the participants said that he literally, when we were talking about ROI, he said that he's decreased the amount of time that he spent on the majority of his activities by 70% as a result of this program. That's huge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we can have that kind of impact, and if we're able to successfully deliver a program, for our ITA, for the member firms, and for that next generation of leaders, then I feel like we're accomplishing something. We're helping to ensure our future and the future of the firms in the industry.
And one more question. Do you feel there are ways that this program stands out from any other young professional leadership programs that might be out there that you're aware of?
I think it's unique in the fact that we've got this personal leadership development plan that's for the individual, but then it's aligned with the firm's goals. So it's not like we're just going through generic leadership materials and they're coming in once or twice a year and there's a couple of web meetings or conference calls. They've got that plan, and the entire year then is built around that plan. So all the interactions as you move through the program for each one of those is very individual for the participants. So that is, from my understanding, quite a bit different than other leadership programs that are available.